Chef Derek is the coach of the team here and also one of the players at Luke's. We're serving American food to all of our neighborhood guests, and we're really happy to do it. I was a senior in high school and really didn't have much left to do. I wasn't the smartest academically, but I liked to eat, and my parents and my grandparents were really good cooks. My grandmother was a lunch lady back when schools made everything from scratch. My mother's a great cook. My grandfather was an amazing cook, and Italian and German, and the background's kind of mixed. And I thought, I'm just going to pick culinary school and go for it. Once I got there, I fell in love with it, and from my very first job until now, I still love cooking. I still love interacting with the guest. I still love having a team and leading a team into every night service or every lunch service, and it's still an adrenaline rush, and it's definitely morphed into a little bit more than that now. It's not just the adrenaline rush anymore. It's the longevity of the career and the ingredients, and building something from scratch like Luke's. My grandfather in the kitchen in Ohio, rolling gnocchi, making it from scratch, potatoes from scratch. He boiled them, we don't boil them anymore, we bake them, but boiling the potatoes and the fresh Parmesan cheese, just smelling that Parmesan Reggiano, and the sauce that's getting made. My grandmother would be making the sauce, and it's the best sauce ever with the greatest meatballs ever. And that was just my grandmother and my grandfather doing Sunday dinner. It was awesome. Just the smells of that, and going out into the garden, picking fresh thyme and fresh basil, seeing the caterpillars and the butterflies on the basil. It was just awesome. Best tomatoes ever grown in the garden. Backyard farm to table, and garden to table all the time. When the cucumbers come in, you eat cucumbers. When the tomatoes are ready, you eat tomatoes. When the squash is ready, you eat squash, and that's just the way it is. And you don't make a big deal out of it. That's just the way it is. It's kind of the way it is here at Luke's too. It's just the way it is. It's the way we cook. Everything comes from a farm. Everything comes from as local as we can get it, and we support a lot of our local farmers. And it's just the way it is. I consider myself more of a manager and a leader. We have a chef de cuisine and sous chefs, and the cool thing about Luke's is everybody has a specific part, and we fit together as a family so well. Tim Lavero is the creativity, he's the artist, he has the passion to create, he has full sleeve tattoos of ingredients and beautiful colored tattoos of everything. He's actually one of my inspirations. He loves to really pick those flavor profiles and what's in season and pair it with, really unique spices and flavors, and that fits all American cuisine. Is a melting pot of the world pretty much, so we get all those really unique flavors here, and you can see it on the lunch menu and our sandwiches and our specials and our side dishes and our brunch, everything. The guests can expect something for everyone. We have a huge menu. We have everywhere from starters, small plate appetizer things, to the raw bar. We have a raw bar here, which we highlight 6 different oysters on hand all times, usually 3 Atlantic, 3 Pacific, from little small boutique oyster beds and farmers. Are really cool. We do a lot of curing of fish and ceviche style fish as well. We have a smoke box oven, which is really neat. We highlight that. Shishito peppers, okra, smoked salmon. Such a great smell, all the way down to our entree steaks. There's nothing better than a wood-fired ribeye or filet mignon. We have a ton of sandwiches, and probably one of the best things on the menu is our burger. We do a specific grind. We grind in-house every day, and it's my favorite burger. It's the best burger I've ever had. I was on a line plating a dish, and it was a huge assembly line, and I had great chefs all over, and I had Brandon McGlamery on one side, and I had Norman Van Aken on another side, and I had Jeremiah Tower, and I had Emerald, and we had just the whole crew of guys. That's the reason why I started cooking, was watching the Food Network with my mother, and they were all there, and I couldn't believe it. And I had my chef showing me what to do, and Jeremiah put his hand on my back, and he was like, if you want to be in this industry forever, you need to stand up straight and be proper and rigid. And I guess I was slumping too much. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. This is so great. But it was just a unique experience where I was outside of our restaurant group, but I was involved with a lot of other ridiculous talent. So it was very humbling. Stop trying to be so starstruck. This industry isn't built on fame and money and television. It's about cooking for people because you love you love you love the food, you love the people. That's what it's about. If you can remember that, you're going to be okay. You're going to go places. Work hard, keep your mouth shut, don't complain, and always treat it as second in your life. Your family first and your career second. It has to be one of the most important things to you. You have to wake up and think about it, go to work early, work hard throughout the day, don't take breaks, don't even eat, stay hydrated, drink water, finish, close up, and get prepared for the next day. It's constant all the time and never turns off, and as long as you remember that, you'll be okay.